Okay. So today's purpose is to understand how to get more leads for your business. And primarily, I'd be focusing more on the service business, and I'd be focusing more on a digital business because that is a business where you do not require a lot of investment to start, and yet you can reach more and more people. So I'll just share my screen quickly, and one second. Okay, I'll just share my screen quick. Thank you. Okay. Just tell me, are you able to see my screen? Just give me a thumbs up, just on the camera. Just give me a thumbs up. Okay. So the burning question is that how to get more leads, because if we have more people, if we have more prospects, only then a business can grow, because the prospects and the leads is something that gets the revenue in the business. So only when we have more leads, we can grow more business, right? Okay. Okay, so let me ask this question and you can put your answer on the chat is why do you want to find more clients? Like, why do you want more leads? What is the answer that you would give me if I ask, why do you want to find more clients? Okay, more business. What about others? Why do you want more clients? Whatever comes to your mind, just put it in the chat. Why do you want more business? Yes, exactly, to earn, for business to grow, more interaction, more revenue. Okay, got it. What about others? Okay, so I think more or less everybody is talking about network. Great. So more or less everybody is talking about more business, more revenue, and more income flow, right? So what happens is when we look at getting more clients because of more revenue or more money, there's a cycle that we get into. And that is the cycle of getting any kind of clients that we get. So our sole motive is that I want more money. What happens when we want more money? We are eager when we speak to a client. So I was interviewing this mindset coach, money making coach, and he talked about this one perspective that I really liked. He said that when you are sitting in front of the prospect and you have your pocket a little bit full, or you have that feeling that I'm full in myself, you don't really agree to whatever terms and conditions and the kind of money they want you to give, right? We have our stake. We are like, no, this is what we are going to charge, and this is what we are going to work on, and these are going to be the terms and conditions. So when we start with the why, when we are looking at more leads, more perspective, more prospects, when we start with more revenue, when money is the central goal, you start working with any kind of clients, because these clients can be troublesome. They might pay you less, and then you give up saying, oh my god, I'm not able to even break even from how I started the business, and the cycle doesn't work. So whenever you are looking to grow your business or to get more leads or to get more prospects, never keep money as the central thought. I know it's easier said than done, but don't keep money as your central goal, because if you keep money as your central goal, you will pick up and work with any kind of client that comes your way. And you should be able to choose the kind of client you want. Okay. So now I want to ask you, what is your why? Your why can be, I want to work only 4 hours a day. To work 4 hours a day, I need more people. And as a byproduct, I'll get more money, because of which I'll be able to work less. What will happen when you choose a different why? You will attract good clients, because when you see a troublesome client is coming, you can know how can they mess your piece, how can they mess your delivery, and then you will be able to scale up. When we keep money as a central goal, we attract bad clients. When we attract bad clients, we give up very soon. So now if I have to ask you, what is your why? What is your why to have more clients, to have more revenue, to have more business? Why are you doing this business? What is your why? Quickly tell me in the chat. What is your why? Why are you doing this business? Okay, make a difference, add value, impact people. What else? I'll tell you my why. My why is right there. I want to work only 4 hours a day. Yes, of course, money is always a byproduct. Qualitative work, great. Yes, absolutely. So that you can work anywhere online because you can just carry your business in your laptop, right? Absolutely. Okay, 1 second. Now, let's do this. Let's look at your dream lead number for a steady income right now. Okay. There's a difference between when you start, when you're in the middle of your business, and when you have to scale your business. So, this number that I'm talking about, the dream lead number, this is a number when you might have just started your business or you are somewhere in the middle and you're looking for a little bit of growth. You are not yet to scaling your business completely. You're between the growth level, right? So write down a few things that I'm going to ask you, and then we'll discuss the total lead number that you've got. Okay. And the first question is that how much money do you want to make per month? Write all the answers, close to a phone or maybe a notepad or wherever you are, just write all the answers together. And then you can answer everything together in the chat so that I'm able to see all the metrics. Okay. The first question is that how much money do you want to make in one particular month? Okay. And second question is, what is your product's average price? Let's say I want to make 2 lakh rupees a month. The average size of my product is 20,000 a month. It could be 20,000, it could be 18,000, it could be 25,000. But on an average, any customer who does business with me pays me 20,000 rupees, right? So, first is how much do you need to make in a month? Second, what is your product's average price? Third, how many clients do you need every month? Let's say I want to make 2 lakh a month and my product price is 20,000 rupees. That means I need at least 10 clients, total 10 clients. And when I'm starting my business, I would at least need 2 to 3 new clients so that I can build up that number 40, 60, 1 lakh. I can build up that number, right? The fourth question is how many new clients do you need every month? So the third question, total number of clients, is I need 10 total clients to reach my number, that is 2 lakh. I need 2 or 3 new clients every month so that I can reach my dream number, that is 10 clients. The fifth and the most important one, as per the industry conversion rate, which is close to 1 or 4%, how many leads do you need every month? If you need to close 2 leads, you need 20. If you need to close 2 customers, you need 2 clients, you need 20 leads so that you have 1% conversion rate, which is the industry standard, 2 clients. This way you can calculate that right now, how much do you need for your business to reach that dream number right now. So any one of you, can you write down your answers here? Can you write down your answers here and let me know that what are the numbers that you would like to achieve? All of you can write all the answers, but any one of you who would like to unmute and share the numbers with us, just give me in the chat, I'm in, and I'll just unmute you and you tell us the numbers. Okay, 5 lakhs per month, 8 lakhs per month, great. Anyone just raise your hand or give me a thumbs up or something. I'll just unmute you and you share the entire numbers with us so that we know what is your lead number. We'll try this exercise for everyone. Anyone, just give me hands up. Okay, Archana has shared 1 lakh per month. 25,000 is her average price. She needs 4 new clients every month. So, Archana, how many leads do you need to convert 4 clients every month? 4 new clients every month. Okay, Shivani has also shared 4 lakhs per month. Then ticket size is 40,000 rupees. You need 20 clients and new clients is 5. And again, what is the number of leads? Okay, That's what you don't know. So the last question is, if Archana, you said that you want to convert 4 new clients, right? So in order to convert 4 new clients, looking at the industry standard rate, 1% is the conversion rate. That means if you get 40 leads, you will be able to convert 4 new clients. But if these clients stay on a retainer with you, you might not need more clients. So right now, what you need is maybe a lead list of 50 to 100 people. That's it. Because you need 4 new clients every month, you need to reach the goal of 1 lakh with a 25,000 average price. You need 40 to 50 leads, 1% conversion ratio, 4 clients will convert and give you money. Yes, conversion ratio is dynamic, but the industry standard is 1 to 4% depending upon the skill of the people, and it can even be more. But we are just taking the very average, that is 1% is something that everyone will be able to achieve, right? Okay, I am not. The maths is a little, I'm a little slow at maths. So maybe okay, so that means that would be around 400, right? 400 leads. That is 1% of 400 is going to be 4, is it? I am sorry, my math skills are not really that well. Yeah, yeah, that's right. That's what I said. So you need 400 leads for 4 converted leads. Looking at the basic conversion rate, that is 1%. Thank you so much. Yeah, okay. So let's go on to the next slide. Okay, 1 second. Now, a lot of times people ask, and I know everybody has asked this question, that do we need to run paid ads to grow our businesses? Do we need to run paid ads to grow our business? See, I'll tell you very clearly, to get new people, there are only 2 things that you can use. It is your time or it is your money. Because the organic methods require time for you to create the content or maybe reach out to people, network with people, do the outreach, reach out to people, pitch them. That requires time. It requires the time on the now the time would be dependent upon just the number of leads that you've decided right now, that these are the number of leads I need right now and this is the kind of time I would be investing. If time is the currency that you don't have, money is your currency. You start running ads, you put the money in, and that machine reaches multiple people for you. Now, let's say we need 400 leads to convert 4 paid customers, right? So that means that that machine, Facebook machine, can get 400 people to us in less than 20 days if we do the targeting and if we put the money. But when we go out organically, maybe it takes us 2 months to reach 400 people. But Facebook will do it in 20 days. So you have to choose what is your currency. Do you want to put your time or do you want to put your money? I'll be sharing the strategies today which requires your time, because I promised growing your business, getting the leads without paid ads. So I'll be sharing strategies that require your time. But you need to choose your currency, that what is the currency that you want to grow your business. Okay. So Shivani, are you saying that you have the money to put into the Facebook ads and that is what you would prefer doing? Is that correct? Okay, great. If that works for you, then that is the best thing. But when you're starting your business and you're in the middle, which is the growth phase, it is sometimes advised to use the time as your currency. And then when you get the money, you have a little backup, then use money as your currency. And if you are at that position, then that's a great position to be in. Okay, 1 second, I'll just. Yeah. So how do we achieve the cycle of good clients? There is a process that I use, which is called a CRR process. And I'll share that process today. You might have heard this everywhere, but I use this process a little differently. That is content, relationship, and retainer. Now, why do I talk about this process is, I'll talk about the retainer first. When I started doing business, I was just creating websites. And there is a concept called working in the business and on the business. When I was creating websites, I'd get a project. Now, 15 days I'm working on the website, and there is no time left for me to go and approach other people. Where will I get my next customer from? When this website is completed, now I need to wait in order to get the new customer because I'm working in the business. I'm not working on the business. That is lead generation. I'm not working on that. And that one project can take 10 days, 15 days, 45 days, close to 2 months as well. And whatever I've charged to that customer is the price of that long time. That is a skill that does not guarantee me retainer money. That means I need more clients. So how does a retainer work is retainer means that you take money from the customer on a reoccurring basis every month. That can be a subscription model, that can be your services where you're helping them do one particular skill every single month. It could be content writing, it could be SEO, or any skill that you have that you can provide your customer that they need on a monthly basis so that you get your retainer price. Why is the first pillar content in this process? Content is the first pillar is because content is something that builds your trust and credibility in the market right now. If there are two businesses, one business is creating content, adding value, putting everything in social media, and the second business is just behind the doors, not doing anything yet, going to the client and pitching and saying, take my services. The client, even if the client has to pay more, will trust the business that is putting out content because the first level of trust and credibility is built through that content. Also, one more thing, using content, you can always stay on the top of the mind of the customer. When a customer thinks about a particular skill or business, if your content, you're consistently showing up, your content would come up. Relationship comes where you actually create a kind of a bond, or you speak to the people, you speak to your audience and create a process where they are able to trust you. You don't have to sell to them, they are sold already. Most of the clients that I have worked with in my agency for the last 3 years, I have never pushed any clients. I have never gone back at them and said that, will you take my services, will you take my services. It has most of the times been inbound leads. They came to me and said that they wanted to work with me. I explained the process to them and I said, it's your choice. How would you like to go forward? I did follow up with them because that would be rude saying she's just not bothered. I did follow up with them, but I was not pushy ever. That is because of the content and the relationship cycle that I was able to build. When you're not pushy, the clients understand that you are not in the immediate need of money and you are there to help them. That is why the process has worked really well for me. That is, create content, build that trust, build the relationship with the client. Just don't become too salesy in the first or the second call and then move them to a retainer so that you get that money every single month. Now I'll be sharing some strategies with you where you feel, okay, we know these strategies. Why are you sharing these simple strategies? But even though we know these strategies, we don't really utilize them to its fullest use. And I'll show them how I've utilized it. And pick your best. I have 5 to share with you. You pick your best. Okay, let's go forward. I've already explained this. I'll share 5 more ways to find more leads and eventually clients. The one thing that I've mentioned is that the only way to get more people is to show up consistently and stay on the top of their head. First is WhatsApp story marketing. Okay, I know this question would be like, what? WhatsApp story marketing? Tell me one thing, how many of you here watch WhatsApp stories every single day? How much time do you spend on watching WhatsApp stories? Just give me a yes, no, or maybe your time. You spend 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 1 hour. How much time do you spend on WhatsApp stories? Okay, WhatsApp stories. You use WhatsApp? Okay. Okay, nice, Tanu. So, WhatsApp stories, when you put one particular thing on your WhatsApp, your personal WhatsApp, 20 seconds on each. Okay, right. Okay, so I'll tell you one thing, okay? Since we are in India, this one thing is followed by everyone. Nobody says anything, but they have their, detective glasses on. Whenever you put something on your WhatsApp story, your number is with multiple people. It's with your family, it's with your family's relatives, it's with your friends, it's with your, if you're married, it's with your in-laws, in-laws, extended family. Your personal number is distributed almost everywhere. People don't really respond, but they are watching, and they are watching consistently. They are watching so that they can talk about you. And you know that. A lot of people do that. And this has worked for me. And I'll tell you a story which might just, feel like, oh my God, can this happen? But this is a true story. So when I started my business, it took me 4 months to build my first website because I had learned digital marketing and I had just quit my job. So I did not have the money to hire another agency, right? And I learned marketing. Why would I go and hire another agency? So I sat down, I created my first website, and it took me 4 months. After the website was made, I publicized it everywhere, saying that I've launched my business, my baby, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and I launched that business. And trust me, I did it consistently. Now, this was not from one story. I did it consistently. Someday I would put my desk where I'm working, someday I'd put my book that I'm reading, any small stories that I'm making. One day, one of my in law's relative side saw that story and comes up to me and says, do you do websites? I was like, yeah, I do websites. He's like, would you do it for us? I was like, okay. He was working in Dubai at that time, and that was my first project for the website that I got, which was an international website that I had to do, and I was paid in dollars for the first time. An international client from a WhatsApp story, because everyone is watching. They might not tell you, but they have their glasses on, they are watching you. So you might as well hook them in your story. When you create content today on social media, if you go to social media, if you watch reels and if you watch YouTube stories, you will not watch the ones that are there to give you some kind of gyan or some kind of information, because it is available everywhere. Anybody who has a story to share. Why do you think so many people are loving the content that Finance with Sharan creates, right? Because he puts it in form of a story. Story is something that has a start, a middle point, and an end. And people love that. What is going to happen next? And that's exactly with your life. Your audience in your contact book is your lead list. Let's pick up our phones and, let's see how many contacts do we have. I'll pick up my phone, I'll check my contact book. How many contacts do I have? Just pick up your phone book and tell me how many contacts do you have? I have 2,700 contacts in my phone. How many contacts do you have in your phone? This number that you can see on your phone is your lead list. They might not be your direct customers, but they can be people who can refer you your next customers. Why am I saying that? Is because everyone is watching and your life is a story that they might be discussing about. So let's make it worth the while. Let them discuss what you want them to discuss, right? And I'll show you some examples of how I've done it. I'll just take a quick look at the yes, status. Sorry if I've confused the language. It's a status, a WhatsApp status. Yeah. So I put the word story in it is because, I wanted to reflect that it's a story that you're telling people, but yes, it's a status. Okay. Now I'll show you some examples. One second. So do you see here? This is a status that I had put sometime back when I was, I created some kind of a content, and this is what I got from one of the persons who had not talked to me in a long while. The last message that you see on the top was way ago, and that person said, sounds helpful. Agree by your words, ma'am. That means he might not become my customer today. He might not want to do business with me today, but he remembers me for one particular skill that I'm showing on my status. And next time somebody talks about digital marketing or lead generation, they'll be like, oh, I have somebody in my list, Manmeet. She might be able to help you. And then you'll rank on top. So remember, people are watching. I'll show you more examples. 1 second. Yeah. So here I did a podcast with one of my colleagues, and I have two numbers now. One is a business number and one is a personal number. So because my personal number is with more people, you can see I have 83 views here. This was within, I think, 10 to 15 minutes. And here, which is my business number, I have 43 views. So that is around 120 to 125 people. Again, I don't know the maths, but more than 100 people watching my story, which means these 100 people know about what I am doing. And this number certainly increase in the next 24 hours. I know this strategy might sound like a very simple one, but trust me, the contacts number that you have in your phone, the total contact book, is your lead list if you can nurture them very well. And this is again where the person said that she wants to connect with me and she's looking at my work after a long time. So that's how the status marketing helps really, really well. The second way is your Facebook page, rather than your Facebook page versus your Facebook profile. So whenever you go on Facebook, Facebook is a machine that needs money. Okay. So now, in order to feed money to this machine, they want you to put more money into the ads. So whenever you will put out a content piece on a Facebook page, it will never reach people. You will hardly get any likes or any engagement. Only in case where your page has thousands and hundreds and millions of followers, that is when you might get some engagement. But to reach to that level, Facebook wants you to spend money, because as soon as you create a business page, Facebook knows that, okay, this is the business page. Now, this person needs to put in the money to be able to grow. That will make me money. That is why organically, Facebook page will never give you that kind of reach that you want. Whereas if you use a Facebook profile, now we are playing with Facebook. Because a profile for Facebook means a person connecting to a person. So when you optimize your profile in a way that it is your business, okay, I'll show you what I mean so that I'm able to, um, help you with it better. Let me just open my Facebook here. I'll show you my business page and I'll show you my profile so that you understand what I'm saying. I'll quickly open. Okay. I'll take questions as well. I see some comments on the chat. I'll definitely take questions. Just give me 1 minute. Okay. So here you can see this is my Facebook profile, which is my personal profile. And here I have a banner which talks about my work. My bio here is completely optimized as my Instagram would be. The post I make is what I make about my business, right? What am I doing in my business? What am I doing in my work? I do make posts about my personal life as well. Like, when I'm celebrating Ganpati, I would make posts about my personal life as well. But I'm using this Facebook profile as a landing page where people could come and see what I'm doing. And similarly, I'll show you my business Facebook page as well. Just give me 1 minute. I'll show you my page. So this is the page, and you'll see the exact kind of content that I've put here does not get the kind of reach that my profile would get. Okay. There is no like, no comment, no engagement here, whereas this page has about 708 followers and 700 likes. Yet no engagement at all. And this is asking you to grow your business. It is asking you to boost the post because Facebook wants money. Again, no interaction here. And this interaction is also on the reel, right? As I scroll down, there is no interaction at all. Whereas the same kind of content, if I put on my profile, which I do get the engagement, which I do not get on the Facebook business page, is because Facebook is a business and it wants you to spend money. If you don't spend money, you don't get the kind of reach that others do by using meta ads. Yes, definitely. You should post on your profile because, again, the same thing. What I'm trying to make a point here is the initial people that you know, your network gets you the business in the beginning. People in your phone can be a way to reach you to your prospect, to your next lead. The people in your Facebook, in your network, can be a customer, or they can lead you to your next customer, right? Yes, absolutely. You can follow both page and profile. That's what I do. I put it on the Facebook page as well and the profile as well, so that if somebody wants to visit my Facebook page, they still see the content. But the engagement that I get is only on the profile. I don't get it on the page. So I'll share my screen again and open Canva. Just give me 1 second. Okay. Okay. The next one is communities and groups and be active. Why I would say this, now we use so many tools today, right? If you have ever used WordPress, and you have used Elementor, or you have used any kind of tools that you have today in your business, every plugin, every tool, every system that you're using has a community, like this community, right? You are a part of this community. We do Friday calls every week, right? We do a Friday 4 p.m. call just to meet, collaborate, and speak to each other and learn something new. Now, if you take leverage of this community, meet every Friday, try to collaborate with people, there is a good chance that you will end up, working with someone, doing something that results in business in somehow. So, like I said in the very beginning, if your currency is time, start investing that time with people in these groups and communities. Like, for example, what I did was I was using Elementor in the beginning when I was creating WordPress websites. I got into the Elementor community, and these Elementor community was doing live sessions. I got onto these live sessions. I started talking to people. Somebody would ask a question, I would give an answer to these people. And when I give an answer, I look like the knowledgeable, trustable person that they want to work with. And mostly today, because we are moving to this remote cycle, a lot of us today are having live communities with the products and systems that we are using. You go back and create a list of 5 products that you're using today. And I'm sure every product has a community, has a Facebook group, and has some kind of live session going on in their community. Try to leverage that. The fourth one is something that everybody might have talked about. It's LinkedIn, and I cannot stress upon the power of LinkedIn. Why do I say this? Is because LinkedIn right now is the only platform that can work for any business organically. LinkedIn by far is the only platform left that gives you organic reach. If you post out a content piece on, let's say, Facebook page or Instagram today, it might not reach the people at all. But on LinkedIn, if you put out a content with the right kind of keywords, it is bound to reach a basic level of people organically, because right now LinkedIn is the only platform that gives you that organic reach that no other platform gives and is close to that. And one best thing about LinkedIn is it's a B2B platform. So all the people are well aware that if somebody is connecting with me, somebody is messaging me, this is for business. The idea is very clear. If you go and connect with someone on Facebook, they will try to, pull you around saying, okay, what do you want? What do you want to do? And those kind of things. But if you go to someone on LinkedIn, they know the purpose is business. It could be anything. You want to learn from them, you want to teach them, you want to work with them, you want to hire them as a client, or you want to take their services. It could be anything. But a message on LinkedIn, a connection on LinkedIn means it's work, it's professional, and it can work for any business. It can work for a lawyer, it can work for a real estate agent, it can work for a coach, it can work for a services business, it can work for a digital business, it can work for a freelancer, it can work for an accountant. No matter what your profession is, LinkedIn can work for you if you have something to offer valuable using the content, relationship, and retainer cycle, the process. You will get clients on LinkedIn. So the first thing is, until now, the first thing is pick up your phone, look at all the contacts that you have, Those are your first lead list. Create a list of them, pick up the name, pick up the number, and put it in an Excel sheet. Those are the first leads that you have in your phone. Second, start looking at the emails that you might have in your inbox, the people you've spoken to in the past. Go to your LinkedIn, whatever is the number of connections you have. Let's say you have 50 connections. You can use a lot of free tools where you can take the email ID of those 50 connections. Those are another 50 leads for you, and start using these slow and steady methods to start getting leads. The goal is not to get the lead closed business tomorrow. The goal is to take them into your system, nurture them, and slowly and gradually do business with them. The goal is to build the trust and credibility. Because I'll tell you, the people will come into your pipeline, they'll pay you for first month. But if they don't have the trust and credibility on you, they will very quickly leave, and they'll very quickly panic when they don't have the trust and credibility. Okay. And the fifth way is speaking engagement. Now, when I say speaking engagement, I say this is because this is another way to show your trust and credibility. Trust me, no matter how many followers the person has, no matter how many subscribers the person has, and no matter how much knowledge you have about your business, even if you are even if you are at business level 1, that is, you've just started your business, even then you can approach the people who would like to have people speak on their channel, and there are multiple ways. A simple Google search saying speaking podcast at the rate gmail.com, you will get multiple people looking for people to come for free, because a lot of people are asking for money these days. When you speak for free for these people, again you build the trust and credibility in front of these people. And where you are speaking, you can always, since you're doing it for free, always tell the person that, hey, I'd like to drop my email ID or my resource or something, my landing page, so that I can collect the email IDs of the people who are listening today, right? And I'll show you how I have done that as well. Again, I've never been paid for these sessions. I've always approached them for free of cost. All these people that come forward eventually become a pipeline in your business, in your as prospects, as leads, or they become people that can take you to your ideal client, right? This is again the below line is where I have spoken, and all of these have been where I have approached people while I'm creating content, while I'm speaking to others. I've just approached them and said that, hey, I would like to speak to you. Would you like to host me on your channel? Just that question helps. And when you speak in front of their audience, that helps you the best, is because again, it creates trust and credibility, which makes you more knowledgeable in your domain, wherever you're working. Okay, it's Sales QL. I can share the Google extension link. It's Sales QL that you can use for LinkedIn. It gives you 50 email IDs for free per month. Sales QL. Let me see if I can show you on my system right now. 1 second. Okay, so I'll show you on my system. Give me 1 second. So this is my LinkedIn. Let's say I open the profile of this particular person. Here is that icon which I have added to my Chrome extension, which is Sales QL browser extension. It's a free extension. Now, when I click on this, you'll be able to see I've got this person's email ID because my LinkedIn and Sales SQL is connected. I'll click on this plus sign, and you'll see that I've got the working email ID of this person. And if I'm on a paid plan, I'll get the phone number also. But here I've got the email ID of this person. And this way you can use 50 IDs in one account. What was the ID that you mentioned for speaking engagement? So I didn't give out any particular email ID. I was saying that on LinkedIn as well, if you go and type podcast or speaking or speaker, you will get multiple opportunities. And for that matter, try today. I don't know if you're going to get results or not, but try today. Maybe, put it on your WhatsApp status saying that, hi, I'm looking to speak at certain places where I could share my knowledge about so and so thing. If you know someone who's looking for speaker, or who's looking for someone to, be on their YouTube channel, just pass me the reference. Try to put and see if you get any results or not. All right, so I think this was a very basic surface level training when you want to get started, and I would reiterate again that there are just three things that you need to get organically when you need to get more and more leads. It is the content, it is the relationship, and it is the retainer with which you get clients that can pay you every month. And start with people around you. Use organic strategies where people are watching you. The goal is to stay on the top of their mind. If you are able to stay on the top of their mind, you are able to get more and more business. No matter what kind of a business you are in, these strategies will help you to get to a growth phase. And when you get to a growth phase, scaling has different ball game together. This is just to get you to the growth phase for that steady income to come in, and then we can look towards scaling. I am not able to look at this screenshot. Yes, that's the one. Yeah, the screenshot that you shared, that's the one. And I do understand that, all of you might have some specific questions related to your business, because this is something that I've been sharing for service digital businesses in general. And you guys might have questions saying, oh, but I am here in my business. I am doing this particular thing in my business, right? So I'd love to speak to you people one to one. I'll just share the calendar link. If you have any questions, if you would want to talk about your business, what are you doing? How can I support you there? I'd love to speak to you. I'll just put the link in the 1 second. Yeah, I'll just put the link in the chat. If you would like to speak, know more, or ask any more questions about your business, just book a call with me and I'll be happy to help you. Yeah, I've put the link in the chat. If you have any questions, just book a call and I'd be more than happy to help you. If you have any more questions right now that I can help with, just go ahead. This call is more for, personalized business questions if you have any. No, not any course yet. What kind of content do we post regularly on WhatsApp stories? Okay. So on WhatsApp stories, I would recommend posting whatever you are doing in that particular day. That leads to your business in some way. Like, for example, I can give you an idea right now. Just take a screenshot of this session that you're in, put it on your WhatsApp story that, hey, I, attended a session where I was learning about how to get more leads for my business. I'm really happy the way my business is going, and so forth. Just build up a story where people are able to see what you're doing. Tomorrow morning, when you get up, let's say you're working on your laptop and some student calls you and something happens. So when that happens, put out a story of your laptop saying, I just got a call with this and this person, and I can't believe this happened. So whatever is happening in your day, that can lead up to your business, which can very slightly hint that you are in business and this is what you do. Make those kind of stories on your WhatsApp. And there are particular strategies that I use, and I'll share them once we go into more detail, that I use to, do not think about creating WhatsApp stories. They just happen to me naturally. Thank you so much, Ashna. Thank you so much. And like I said, I've put the I've put the calendar link on the chat. If you'd like to talk, discuss more in detail, just feel free to book a call, and I'd love to support you as much as possible. Have a good night, take care, and lots of wishes for the new year. Thank you so much. Thank you. Good night.